Most men over 50 notice something changing in their bodies, even if they can't quite explain it. The energy that once lasted all day seems to disappear by mid-afternoon. The knees feel stiff when getting out of bed, the back complains after sitting too long, even recovery after a simple walk or workout takes longer than it used to. Many people assume this is just a normal part of aging, something you simply have to accept as the years go by. But what if a big part of that stiffness, fatigue, and gradual loss of vitality isn't just aging at all? What if it's something silently building inside your body every single day? It's called inflammation, and for many men, it quietly becomes the hidden driver behind joint pain, low energy, heart issues, brain fog, and even problems with metabolism and performance. The tricky part is that most people don't feel inflammation happening directly. Instead, they notice the symptoms slowly creeping into everyday life. Suddenly, the body that once felt strong and reliable starts feeling slower, heavier, and more fragile. Now, here's the surprising part. One of the most powerful ways to calm this internal fire isn't found in expensive supplements or complicated treatments. In fact, some of the most effective tools are sitting right in the produce section of your grocery store. Certain vegetables contain natural compounds that help the body fight inflammation at its source, supporting healthier blood vessels, stronger immunity, better digestion, and even improved energy as you age. But not all vegetables work the same way. Some are especially powerful when it comes to reducing inflammation and protecting your body from the wear and tear that builds up over time. And once you understand which ones they are and how they help your body work better, you may start looking at your dinner plate very differently. In the next part, we're going to uncover what's actually happening inside your body when inflammation builds up and why certain vegetables have such a powerful effect on calming it down and restoring balance. As men get older, one of the biggest hidden changes happening inside the body is something scientists often call chronic low-grade inflammation. Unlike the kind of inflammation you see when you cut your finger or twist your ankle, this type doesn't show obvious swelling or redness. Instead, it quietly simmers in the background, affecting your cells, your blood vessels, and even your organs over many years. Think of your body like a house with a small electrical fire slowly burning behind the walls. You might not see flames, but over time that constant heat starts damaging the structure. In the same way, chronic inflammation slowly stresses your joints, arteries, brain cells, and muscles. This is why many health researchers link inflammation to conditions that become more common after 50, including heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. So, what actually causes this internal inflammation to build up in the first place? A major factor is modern diet and lifestyle. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, poor sleep, stress, and lack of movement can all push the body toward a constant inflammatory state. Over time, the immune system becomes overactive, releasing chemical signals that keep the body in a defensive mode even when there's no real threat. But here's where food becomes incredibly powerful. Certain vegetables contain natural compounds known as antioxidants and phytonutrients. These are special plant chemicals that act like tiny firefighters inside the body. They help neutralize harmful molecules called free radicals, which are one of the main triggers of inflammation. When free radicals build up, they damage cells and tissues, which signals the immune system to respond with inflammation. Many vegetables are also rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support the gut microbiome. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and these microbes play a major role in controlling inflammation throughout the body. When you feed those beneficial bacteria the right nutrients, they produce substances that help calm the immune system and protect your organs. Research from nutrition and longevity studies consistently shows that people who eat diets rich in vegetables tend to have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. In simple terms, their bodies stay in a calmer, more balanced state, which supports healthier aging and better long-term energy. So the real question becomes this: which vegetables have the strongest inflammation fighting power, and how can you start using them in a way that actually benefits your body every day? When it comes to calming inflammation and protecting your body as you age, The real power comes from choosing vegetables that are packed with natural anti-inflammatory compounds. These vegetables don't just fill your stomach, they actively support your immune system, protect your blood vessels, and help your body recover from the daily wear and tear that builds up over time. And the good news is that many of the most powerful ones are simple, affordable, and easy to add to your routine. One of the first vegetables that deserves attention is broccoli. This humble green vegetable is loaded with a compound called sulforaphane, which researchers have studied for its ability to reduce inflammatory signals in the body. Think of sulforaphane as a kind of internal shield that helps your cells defend themselves from damage. For men over 50, this can be especially important because inflammation often contributes to joint discomfort, slower recovery, and declining energy. Steaming broccoli lightly for a few minutes helps preserve its nutrients, and adding it to lunch or dinner a few times a week can make a noticeable difference over time. Another powerful choice is spinach. Dark leafy greens like spinach contain high levels of antioxidants, vitamin C, and plant compounds that help neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells and trigger inflammation. When you eat foods rich in antioxidants, you help your body clean up these harmful molecules before they cause trouble. Spinach is also incredibly versatile. It can be added to omelets in the morning, blended into a smoothie, or lightly sautéed with garlic and olive oil for a simple side dish that supports overall health. Then there are tomatoes, which contain a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. Lycopene has been linked in many studies to lower inflammation and better cardiovascular health. Interestingly, tomatoes become even more beneficial when they are cooked because heat helps release more lycopene for your body to absorb. That means a warm tomato sauce, roasted tomatoes, or even a hearty vegetable soup can deliver these protective compounds in a very effective way. Another vegetable that shouldn't be overlooked is garlic. While technically a bulb rather than a vegetable, garlic contains sulfur compounds that have strong anti-inflammatory and immune-supporting properties. When garlic is chopped or crushed and allowed to sit for a few minutes before cooking, it releases a compound called allicin, which helps support healthy circulation and immune function. Adding fresh garlic to meals not only boosts flavor, but also strengthens the body's natural defenses. Cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts and cabbage also play an important role in fighting inflammation. These vegetables contain compounds that help the body detoxify harmful substances and support liver function. Your liver is one of the body's main detox centers, and when it works efficiently, it helps remove inflammatory byproducts from the bloodstream. Roasting Brussels sprouts with a little olive oil and black pepper creates a simple dish that is both satisfying and incredibly beneficial for long-term health. Carrots are another excellent addition. They are rich in beta-carotene, a nutrient that the body converts into vitamin A. This nutrient helps support immune balance and reduces oxidative stress, which is closely tied to inflammation. Carrots can be eaten raw as a snack, shredded into salads, or roasted to bring out their natural sweetness. The key to making these vegetables truly effective is consistency. Instead of thinking of them as occasional side dishes, try building your meals around them. A simple strategy many nutrition experts recommend is filling at least half your plate with vegetables during lunch and dinner. This naturally increases your intake of anti-inflammatory nutrients without requiring complicated diet plans. It also helps to combine vegetables with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts. Many of the beneficial compounds in vegetables are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them better when they're eaten with a small amount of healthy fat. For example, sautéing spinach in olive oil or adding avocado slices to a tomato salad can actually enhance nutrient absorption. Even small daily habits can make a difference. A vegetable-rich omelet in the morning, a large salad at lunch, and roasted vegetables at dinner can steadily supply your body with the nutrients it needs to keep inflammation under control. Over time, these simple choices support stronger immunity, healthier blood vessels, improved digestion, and more stable energy throughout the day. For men over 50, this kind of consistent nutritional support can help the body feel lighter, more flexible, and more resilient. Instead of constantly fighting internal stress, your body begins to operate in a calmer, more balanced state. But there's an important catch. Even when people start eating healthier vegetables, they sometimes make a few common mistakes that cancel out many of the benefits. One of the most common mistakes men over 50 make when trying to eat anti-inflammatory vegetables is assuming that just adding a small side dish once or twice a week is enough. Don't be that guy who sprinkles a few leaves of spinach on a plate and calls it a day. The body needs consistent, meaningful intake of these vegetables to actually benefit. Without regular consumption, the anti-inflammatory compounds don't accumulate enough in your system to make a noticeable difference. Another mistake is overcooking vegetables. Boiling or microwaving for long periods can destroy delicate nutrients like sulforaphane in broccoli or vitamin C in leafy greens. Instead, focus on light steaming, sautéing, or roasting. Think of it like handling a fine piece of machinery. Treat it gently, and it performs better. Overcooked vegetables may still taste fine, but they lose the punch that your body actually needs to fight inflammation. Some men also fall into the trap of relying too heavily on supplements or powders, thinking that pills can replace whole vegetables. While supplements can have a role, they rarely provide the same range of nutrients, fiber, and bioactive compounds that fresh vegetables deliver. It's similar to expecting a single spark plug to power an entire engine. It just doesn't work that way. Whole foods provide synergy, meaning the combination of compounds works together to produce stronger anti-inflammatory effects. Portion timing is another overlooked factor. Eating all your vegetables at one meal is fine, but spreading them throughout the day ensures a steady supply of nutrients for your body to use. For example, a morning smoothie with spinach, a lunch salad with tomatoes and carrots, and roasted broccoli or Brussels sprouts for dinner keeps the anti-inflammatory support constant. Finally, it's important to consider your overall lifestyle. Even the best vegetables can't fully counteract chronic stress, poor sleep, or a sedentary routine. Men over 50 often underestimate the compounding effect of these factors. Pairing a vegetable-rich diet with regular movement, proper hydration, and stress management magnifies the benefits dramatically. And of course, safety matters. If you're on blood-thinning medications, high doses of certain vegetables like leafy greens can interact with your treatment. Always check with your doctor if you're making major dietary changes. The goal is to reduce inflammation safely while supporting your body's natural performance, not creating new problems. When you avoid these mistakes, the vegetables you eat can truly work their magic, helping your body feel more energetic, flexible, and resilient. The next step is putting it all together and giving yourself a simple daily challenge that makes this advice actionable and results-driven. Let's wrap this up in a way that's simple, actionable, and keeps you motivated. Here's what you need to remember. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent drivers behind fatigue, joint stiffness, and declining performance as we age. The good news is that nature provides powerful tools to calm this fire, and the most accessible ones are vegetables packed with anti-inflammatory compounds. Broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, garlic, Brussels sprouts, and carrots aren't just side dishes. They're performance boosters for your body, supporting energy, recovery, and long-term health. The key is consistency and smart preparation. Lightly steaming, roasting, or sautéing preserves nutrients. Pairing vegetables with healthy fats increases absorption, and spreading them across meals ensures your body gets a steady supply of anti-inflammatory compounds. Avoid the common mistakes. Don't rely on tiny portions, overcooked veggies, or supplements alone, and always consider your overall lifestyle. Sleep, movement, and stress levels matter too. Here's a simple challenge to get started today. Aim to fill at least half your plate with these vegetables at lunch and dinner for the next 7 days. Notice how your energy changes, how your joints feel, and even small improvements in digestion or mood. Keep a quick journal or mental note. It helps make the connection between what you eat and how your body responds. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these vegetables are already in your diet, and which ones will you try adding this week? Drop your answers in the comments because sharing helps build accountability, and I read every comment personally. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend over 50 who could use a boost, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on natural ways to stay energetic, strong, and healthy as you age. Save this video so you can refer back to it, and remember, small, consistent changes add up to big results. Start with your plate, and your body will thank you.